Hello, welcome to Air Rifle Pesting. I'm glad you can join me today. So finally, this is coyote number 4. I've been hunting this guy for about a week and a half now, and late last night I finally get a shot at her and drop her with a temple shot. It is a female and it has a very nice thick coat with a bushy tail. The shot connected at the temple and she turned and ran, but I found her at the bottom of the hill. So one less coyote to worry about for the farmer. I'm just going to show you where I set up. There was a bait up on the hill there. There was a stillborn calf, so the farmer pinned it down on the spot here, tried to use it as a bait for the coyote. So the coyote found it and they would come and feed it. Here's my trail cam set up on the pole here, and my tent set about 45 yards away alongside the barn. I would just sit inside and wait. So it's pretty tough. It's very cold and it's very uncomfortable sitting there for hours waiting for the coyote to show up. Some night I would see one and others I would see two, but they're all at different time frame, so I never know when they're gonna show up. It's all about timing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy, and hopefully more to come. Just to show you my setup, here's my tent. I have a shooting table inside with my chair, and right here is the opening facing the target. So I would enter here and set up on my table and then waiting for the coyote to show up. As I mentioned before, it was very cold these past nights that I was there. I go there around 8:30, and a couple of nights I actually stayed till like about 4 o'clock. So it was pretty brutal, very cold, but I had a lot of patience and I was relentless, and I didn't want to miss this opportunity. So I stayed put, and finally I got the result I was looking for. I would look out the window here, this opening, and watch for movement. Using my binoculars, the ridge line there, I was able to see shadow movement, so that was good. So once I spotted movement, I switched on to my gun with my PAR 007, and then I would start the recording and then tracking the coyote as I go. There were quite a few coyotes in the area. I believe there were 2 different packs. One was behind me, there was a den I believe, and then another probably coming from the northeast area. I forgot to mention I was using my Impact MK2 shooting the H&N 23 grain slug. It's shooting 45 foot-pound at the muzzle, so it's able to drop the coyote with the proper placement shot, of course. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope see you on the next one. Cheers. So here we go. I spotted her and I began to track her. As you can imagine, I was very excited and nervous at the same time. As you can see, it's kind of hard to find her, but anyway, I try to keep my camera on her. She was moving around rapidly, and I don't really have a shot here as the grass was too tall. But anyway, I'm continuing to track her, waiting for the opportunity. And at one point I actually lost track of her, scanning the wrong direction. But luckily she came back. She was just circling around the dead calf. And then something had spooked her. As you can see here, she jumped. So I waited. And this is the best chance I had here. And I just squeezed off a shot. Boom. Hit her right on the temple. She ran off, but later on I found the body down the hill. So that was 45 yards. I'm pretty pleased with that shot. It's like I said, it was just timing. This look all very easy, right? Well, believe me, it is not. It took many hours of stalking and waiting, anticipating what's going to happen, when they're going to show up. So a lot of editing here. My advice is shooting coyote in the dark is definitely not an easy task. Like I said, it's all timing and lucky. So as I mentioned, I have done many nights of stalking here, and many nights I failed because either A, the coyote didn't show up, or they show up and it wasn't staying put long enough for me to take a shot. So this was the lucky one with this shot anyway. Again, targeting coyote with an air rifle is not something to take lightly of. Placement shot is very important, especially if you're using a low caliber like myself and 22 caliber. So I would suggest you use a higher caliber gun and more power. That way you don't necessarily need to take a headshot. A hard and long shot would do just fine, I believe, at close range. But anyway, I only have 22 caliber, so that is my go-to, and that's why I had to put in the time and wait patiently for the right shot. Tempo shot or headshot anyway, that's my go-to. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll get more in the future. Cheers.